And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Marino. That's caught by Rising. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Marino. Left side here to Sanders. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Marino off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play fake. Here's Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly drive with a touchdown pass. I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We move him right to veteran and continue from there.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. Touchdown! Noah Fan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, lead down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Edelman comes in motion right. They begin with a run by Davis. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. Edelman, the motion man right. Again, it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Marino on play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A first down carry for Davis. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go again with Davis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and short yardage. Vick dumps this off under. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a give. It's Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. And it's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though,
and Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Marino. Into the hands of Rosen. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Throwing on second down. Marino. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with it.
Before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point speeds the points, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Vic to throw it. And Davis with it left side. And down. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now Marino to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Craig. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On third down, Marino. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Inside give to Davis. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Handoff, running left is Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Vic out of the gun. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Vic readies to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Up the middle to Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Vic goes play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Gold is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission.
Can you help us out? Hold him. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Here comes Jackson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Marino. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Marino will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here we go again with Marino. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Slot man moves right. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Vick now. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's Vick. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Over the middle, complete. It's Clark. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Vick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Vick operating on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he's got some space here. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw, Vick. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make the play.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Complete at the
Oh, my.
but he is not going to make it.
Why did that nigga fall?
Here's the Bills kicking as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Marino sets up. He finds his man complete. That's Craig. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Vic.
No!
It's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, God, up here.
It's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this one's going to go the wrong way.
losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
Special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Los Angeles, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.